You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now James returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles
now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise second-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
I know Eagles fans weren't exactly thrilled with the selection of Jalen Hurts in the second round, but they needed a big-time backup if they want to go deep in the playoffs. And he was 38-4 as a starter in college at both Alabama and Oklahoma, and was the runner-up for the Heisman Trophy last year. 43 career rushing touchdowns. He can throw it, and he can move.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive, as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The score remains tied, 0-0.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Scott, the Eagle ball carrier. B.J. Goodson made the tackle. 5 yards on the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Brought down by John Johnson.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Scott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 3, Browns 0.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Mayfield to throw it, and finding the tight end Hooper. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Eagles.
Mayfield with it once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But
now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
He
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 66 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Oh, what a juke into space. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 24. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up.
His kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Browns 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Hurts sets up to throw it. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns downs on third down. Flacco from the gun. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Ready
line.
to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Mayfield's pass incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And complete to Zach Ertz. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. This ball complete to Rager. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
The 13-yard line.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
And what's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports. They've watched the tape. But sometimes, under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Second and 3.
At the throwing again on second down. Flacco hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Flacco. Catch made by Fulgham. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and
to throw again on second down. Flacco. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
It's a good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. They go pass again with Flacco. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Flacco off play action. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Once more, it's Flacco. Open man here is Scott, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check me out.
On first down, Scott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Passing play, Flacco. Ertz has it left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco, and he connects with Ertz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 8-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Fulgham with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returning it, Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, as you would just say, take your foot off the pedal. Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Ertz over the middle. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins.
Mayfield.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Gain of 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Flacco. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flacco from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On the play. Brings up 3rd.
Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
27. Browns 17.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
10. At their own 21-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass.
Intended for Rashard.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Flush to his right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Austin Hooper brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Holding offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
For Philadelphia.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
It's a pickup of 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
That's good.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's James. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Hurts steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to his left. He'll run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Play action. Here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
Myles Garrett. Baker Mayfield sack.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Sione Takitaki. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
fake. Mayfield. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Harrison Bryant.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now James returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Caught by the tight end, Hurts.
Hurts pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Brown. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run with Scott. And shedding his way forward. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. 2nd and 11. Now Scott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Dancing to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Makes the score Browns 31, Eagles 30.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. He's at the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
That's
a big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. And just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Catch made by Fulgham. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Chubb, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go, man.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Scott, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
B.J. Goodson made the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one over the middle, complete to Fulgham. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. first and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sione Takitaki showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Hurts.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for an outside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of, the 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Mayfield to throw. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A run for Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. This a long one from 54. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up there shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile,
can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy